Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kenya. I'm a personal trainer and I love healthy meals. So I'm going to share with you, the majority of my clients ask me how I meal prep. This is something I recently started back doing and I'm meal prepping for 2 people. So with that being said, it's going to take about 2 hours. It doesn't take that long. Once you get it down, it can be even faster. This is a Sunday and I'm going to meal prep for 3 days. So it'll be my Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. This container that I'm using to chop my vegetables was given to me by my mom. I don't remember where she got it. I think it was like as seen on TV, so you can probably find it at Walgreens now. I did chop up 3 jalapenos. We like our food pretty spicy. That is completely optional though. You do not have to do that. But I will tell you that adding bell peppers to your rice will help keep them a little bit more moisturized rather than having your rice 3 days later with it dried out. I did use a yellow pepper, red pepper, and an orange pepper, and I saved the other half of them for later. And I also used a red chili pepper. Again, you don't have to use that if it's too hot. Don't use it. Looks like once you chop all your peppers, just throw them right on in there. So while I'm sauteing the vegetables, I'm going to add some seasonings. I used cayenne pepper, turmeric, pink Himalayan sea salt, and this zesty blend that I found from Kroger. It's a Kroger brand it's salt free, and I'm kind of telling you that in the clip. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of everything on the vegetables to add my own spice to it. This was really good. So if you haven't tried that zesty table blend from Kroger, it's kind of like Mrs. Dash. It has no sodium. We do like a lot of cayenne, so yeah. A little bit of turmeric, and the pink Himalayan sea salt has a tremendous amount of nutrients, minerals, and things that your body can utilize. It's a better salt for you, so if you haven't tried that before, I highly recommend it. I'm going to saute this for probably 5 to 10 minutes until those jalapenos get a little soft. Alright guys, so from here, it's cooked down pretty good. It only took about 5 minutes. Okay, because we like it spicy. There's 3 jalapenos in here. But I was going to show you what I do. There's 12 ounces of brown rice in this bag, so that is what we're going to use. A lot of times, like, I don't like just brown rice. Like, if I can get nutrients from peppers or jalapenos or whatever, I typically like to take advantage by mixing it with some peppers. So I like to heat it up too because it increases your metabolism when you add hot foods to it, like cayenne pepper, jalapenos, red chili peppers, things like that. So automatically, woo, that looks good. I also want to point out that I do typically use brown rice from a bag. It takes 5 minutes to cook and it's easy. So chicken's done. I'm going to show you what we're going to do to shred it up. I just take 2 forks and go in, and I just start breaking it apart, and you can see that it just falls apart. Also guys, I used the same ingredients. I think I used that zesty table blend Kroger brand seasoning. I used the pink Himalayan sea salt, cayenne, and turmeric, and I cooked this chicken for 4 hours on high. Thanks, Rach. It broke. I'm sorry, Rachel, to tell you that. So I ran out to Walmart and I got this Mainstays Slime Lime digital scale block. Okay, 14 bucks. Because I'm not really
Always. Always. You see this? Always waiting for the chicken. So this is what it looks like. It's set to fluid ounces. Huh. We need to set it to pound ounces. There we go. Zero out. And then we're gonna take one of Matt's containers, which is BPA free. I found those at Walmart. So you can tell as soon as you put the plate on there, it's gonna add some weight. So zero it out again. Come on, look for me. All right. So I have it set to weight and I have it set to pounds of ounces instead of fluid ounce. It can measure like milk and water too. Okay, so he's gonna eat 6 ounces a day, okay? Or not a day, 6 ounces per meal. So right on the button. Can you see that? Let it focus. Whatever, 6.0. 6 full ounces, that's a lot of meat per meal. Plus he's gonna get a cup of rice. So I'm gonna finish doing all of this and then I'll come back. All right guys, so I just finished measuring out our meat. So you can see that he has 6 ounces in his, okay? And then I have 4 ounces in mine. I'm gonna set up our rice. So I have a measuring cup for me and a measuring cup for Matt. I'm gonna do a half cup, he's gonna do a full cup. Okay, so we're just gonna scoop in and throw it in. Right there, see, perfect. I'm gonna do that until I finish all of them. All right, next up, we have his rice. You can see he significantly has to eat more food than me, which is fine. And then we have mine. So I'm gonna add some Rotel to it. No salted added. So it literally has 15 milligrams of sodium, just to kind of give it some more spice. And then I got these reduced sodium black beans to kind of make it more of a more Mexican style dip. Help me, this bad boy. All right, so don't mind my sink because I have all the stuff in there from the vegetables. So I'm just gonna set it down in there and we're gonna rinse these beans. I don't want any of that stuff that they save it or preserve it in. I just want straight.
Yeah, I don't want to keep any of the preservative juices in my beans, so I'm going to rinse them on cold water. Guys, you do not have to cook this before you put it into your containers because it has already been cooked. So when you warm up your meal for that day, it will just warm the beans up as if you had warmed them up the first time. There's really no need in warming up the beans 2 separate times, if that makes sense. 1 can filled all 6 containers. The same thing with the Rotel, you'll see that in the next clip. And we got this idea off of Instagram or somewhere. It was a queso bowl that Matt saw and he sent it to me and he said this is what he wanted. So I found it very easy to do.
Well, there's still some juice in there. There we go. Dump little tomatoes in. No tomatoes there. Drain as much juice out of that as you can. Got my sound effects. There.
Okay, so for our second meal that we're gonna prep today, we're doing bison. So what I did is I browned my bison in this cast iron skillet, and I chopped up 3 cloves of garlic and half of a purple onion or red onion. And then I used cayenne pepper, as always, turmeric, because why not? That's what turmeric looks like. Then, of course, my pink Himalayan sea salt in moderation. And then I use this Grill Time hamburger seasoning. It's not like the Zesty blend, this one, as in salt-free. This one does have salt in it. It has 340 milligrams of sodium per 3/4 tablespoon. So, I didn't go too heavy with that, but I did add the pink Himalayan sea salt. This is almost done cooking. And what I'm going to pair this with is sweet potatoes. So I wanted to show you, like I was saying, potatoes have like the skin has a really good source of nutrients. So I'm just going to go along. I've already cooked this in washed it and cleaned it. And I want to keep the skin, but the two things I don't want to keep is the booty part, whatever this is called. I don't really care for that, you know, the tail. And then the other tail. Those won't puree like I want. But everything else, while it's warm and while you can easily, ooh, it's hot actually, cut into it, that's what we want. And I probably should have a plate. No, never mind me. So it cuts. Ooh, shoot, that's hot. Let's just throw it in there. Let's just see what happens. Hot dog, that's hot. Let me get a plate. I didn't realize how hot that was gonna be. Okay. So again, I want to puree mine. I don't want it to be.
Alright guys, so what I was trying to do is keep the skin so I can get the nutrients from the skin. And this is a little Ninja salsa pureer. It gets stuck quite a bit. As you can see, like, it's not moving.
I have to deal with that. There we go. So far so good. So I probably should let it cool.
It wasn't good. This was not working. I should have stopped. But I wanted you to see that not all meal preps are perfect. Yeah, this totally did not work. So I ended up like just taking the skin out of it and peeling the skin off the other 3 potatoes. Unless you have a food processor, you know, this is kind of pointless. So I did end up peeling the skin off. So I did end up peeling 3 potatoes and taking out the inside. And this is me mixing up what I wanted for my sweet potatoes. I used coconut oil instead of butter, which ended up being amazing. The amount of flavor you get with the sweet potato and the coconut oil is really good. I also added honey, obviously a lot of honey, and cinnamon. Those are my 3 staples for my sweet potatoes. Mix it all together, and then you're gonna add this to your meal prep. So yeah, it was really good. I highly recommend it. If you haven't tried this source of fat rather than butter, give it a shot.
Alright, so we're going to do 6 ounces of meat for this as well.
Alright, so like I said, I'm going to add 6 ounces of bison to his blue containers until I fill all 3. And I will do 4 ounces for my pink containers of the bison. Okay, so right here I'm going to take the sweet potatoes that I mixed up with the coconut oil and the honey and the cinnamon. And I'm going to measure out a 1/2 cup for me, and I do believe I measure out a 1/2 cup for Matt, and put it into each container. And we still had a little left over out of those 3 large potatoes, or 2 large potatoes, for dinner that night. Once you get done with those, you're going to take a bag of broccoli. We use the Green Giant steamables. 1 bag, I believe, filled up 3 containers, so we ended up using 2 bags for this meal prep. So as you can see, I have to open up a second bag to do 3 more containers. After this, you just put your lids on and stack them into the refrigerator however you want to. We did have a chicken around, we would eat our chicken around 12 o'clock, and then we would eat the bison around 3:30. So that way it changes your metabolism and helps you stay satisfied throughout the day without eating large, heavy meals. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and learned something from it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below.